Hey folks, welcome to a very, very special Salsa Saturday quarantine version. I actually have two friends of mine. I have Abel
Hey, everybody.
and William. And William is going to be providing a really good overhead shot of the salsa because I'm shooting this in my office and I only have my computer, so I only have one camera. So normally I have another camera where I zoom in and I show you what the texture and everything looks like, but it's kind of difficult with this angle. So William has decided he will provide us the nice overhead view. So with that being said, the reason why I said very, very special is the salsa that we're going to review. It's pickle smash salsa. I actually bought 3 jars of this and sent one to Abel and one to William. And this is their hot variety. I don't remember if they had I know they had a mild. I'm not sure if they had a mild, medium, and hot. But you can go to their website, PickleSmash.com. The company is actually out of Dallas, but I did see um, on the label that it's actually produced by a Mashup Foods here in Austin, Texas, which is kind of interesting. So let me pull my glasses down and read the ingredients here. Okay, the first ingredient is cucumbers, folks. This is not a tomato salsa. It's interesting because it is red like a tomato sauce. So the first ingredient is cucumbers. So we have cucumbers, onions, jalapeno peppers, distilled vinegar, spices, xanthan gum, monosodium glutamate, garlic, dehydrated garlic, annatto, which probably is, yeah, it provides the color, natural flavor, mustard seed, and water. Last ingredient is water. So the original pickle salsa. It's interesting. We all three, when we open this, immediately we're like that pickle aroma just hits you, and we're like, and I was thinking, man, it's more like a relish. So what do you think, Abel, when you
Yeah, I kind
open
of got the when I opened it up. I think the pickle smell hit me like a ton of bricks. I wasn't expecting it. I thought, okay, I'm going to open this up, and this is going to smell like salsa that I normally would buy in the store and eat, or my wife would make. And yeah, it threw me for a loop to smell it. My brain didn't register it right away I should have with the salsa.
it? Yeah. What about you,
I
William?
haven't I haven't opened mine yet, so I was gonna actually
Oh,
open.
okay. We'll get your initial reaction on the smell.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah, look at that. That texture I really like. It's
Yeah,
a
there's
good
some decent
texture
like
for chips.
sweetness to it.
Yeah, it's not a chunky, but it's not a runny. It's good for like chips, for dipping chips. That's the kind of salsa that I really like.
I had to get a couple different things because I still can't wrap my head around pickles and what do they pair with if it's going to be hot pickles. I'm still
Yeah.
like I don't know if chips make sense, but I have a few different options to try out because I have no idea. What also is really interesting, which I think is a really good use of this, was I had sent you. This company also has a pickle brine for chicken that a
Oh,
recipe. So they use this as the base to brine chicken, and then you cook it. And that sounds like a really good use for this particular salsa.
hmm.
I think that'd be
Yeah,
really interesting to try that.
yeah, that is. I found I just when I first saw this, I did a double take, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to try it. So enough of that. Let's taste it. Chips ready, guys?
Chips ready.
Okay. Now Abel likes really, really spicy food, so he's gonna
Yeah.
if, he's gonna be like, I don't taste any spice at all, or he's gonna be like, holy crap.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm not as worried about that as I'm worried about the pickle taste right now. I think is my main concern at the moment.
Okay, here we go, guys. One, two, three, taste.
That is really interesting, though. There's definitely pickle, and it's hot.
It's very hot.
It's pretty decent.
I actually like that. I was a little bit skeptical about that heat level, but no, the heat level comes, and I don't know if it's just the hot, but I kind of tastes like black pepper,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
black pepper in the background.
what was really amazing is the pickle taste was there for like a split second, then it was gone, and it was just like eating regular salsa.
I got to go in for another bite.
So I'm going to try something else different too, because like I said, I couldn't wrap my head around what would go with it. So these are just pita chips, and so for my tortilla chips, I prefer HEB has in the bakery section. They're just better chips, I find.
Yeah, they're good
nice,
chips.
really crisp, really fresh. So I usually prefer these. And then for pita chips, I just like to do a lot of hummus eating. So I thought maybe pita interesting as well. I had purchased some naan chips as well, but unfortunately, those were really popular and they didn't last in my house, and I wasn't able to get more naan. But yeah, let me try this too, because I'm just trying to think of like what else goes with this texture or with this flavor. Yeah, I can see this working because you get that you don't get as much crisp, but you get a little more breadiness to it, and so the texture went really well with the pita.
Yeah, I think also with the chips, at least the chips that I have, I think the salt from the chips might have these chips that I have are pretty salty, and I think that might have had something to do with like a little bit of the flavoring. But I got to admit, it's hot, and it lives up to its name. It's hot. I mean, it's not like ghost pepper hot or Carolina Reaper hot, but if you like a hot salsa, this is a good hot salsa. It is very interesting. I don't know if I could.
I could definitely see cooking with it. And it actually makes a lot of sense with the vinegriness for a brine.
Yeah, I don't think I would eat this on a regular basis, as a chips and salsa kind of a thing. But I like the flavor, and like you said, using it in cooking, like this might be a good sandwich topper.
And that's what I'm thinking. I like the first thing that pops in my head is like a pita sandwich with like some rotisserie chicken or something in it.
Yeah.
Like a really fresh sandwich with like some avocado and this in there with it would be amazing.
Yeah. Or just like on a hot dog.
Yeah.
So I also had some other options because again, I was thinking of it almost like hummus. And with hummus, there's a few different things I like to eat, even though I'll eat like really hot hummus. And so that's where I'm kind of thinking. I also do like low carb kind of stuff. So I'm thinking of other low carb options. I really like broccoli. And broccoli, oddly enough, can be used pretty well as a dipper, especially if hummus. It'll hold decently, so it'll hold, okay. But let me see how this is too.
That is interesting. That gives me some more ideas of like to maybe make this more of like a veggie dip with like some sour cream.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Is another thing I like to do with really cheap salsas, really cheap chunky salsas, is put cream cheese with them.
Yeah.
Microwave cream cheese for like 30 seconds, then throw in your like just a paste picante or whatever, just something chunky, and mix it together. I've heard it called love dip, so I like to do love dip time to time. The broccoli was interesting because the broccoli and the vinegar went kind of well together, and then I also have just like cut up bell pepper. I thought the bell pepper would be interesting for the sweetness, and again, it's just another option. It's crunchy, but it's lower carb option.
This makes me wonder now how good it would be in like a queso dip. I would definitely try this in a queso dip.
It might be a little overpowering, but yeah, I would say give it a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely got the heat that would be good for that, and it would be definitely different.
Yeah, and that's the main thing is the heat. It's got a good heat. It's not, and it actually it's not just straight heat either. It actually has a good flavor. Even though I'll have to say I tried it with like a flat pretzel, kind of as a chip with it. That didn't work so well. So don't go with pretzels.
Well, I can definitely see it. as a sandwich topping, or some of the other things we mentioned. Maybe mixing it with some sour cream, or like William said, with the microwaving with the cream cheese kind of a thing. But oh no, I give it a thumbs up. I give it a thumb. What do you guys think? I like it. I see a lot of possibilities with this.
No, I actually like it. I think one of the things that's hard to find is just like you said, is finding a good salsa that you can put on your sandwich. Something that's versatile enough that I can use it with chips, but I can also use it with other things as well. So I think I give it a thumbs up for sure.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to try one other thing, but I think along with what you're saying, Abel, is another really good option would be burgers. I could see this pairing really well on a kind of like an avocado burger.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's actually a really good use for it. Or you could even get kind of weird. You could do something like do like a fajita burger, almost like how you do bulgogi burgers. You could do something like do chicken fajita on like you said, either like tortilla or a bun, and this would be the other weird one. The other weird idea I had was, again, this kind of goes back to like it being like almost like a tray. Is I had this pepperoni, and again, I was just trying to think of what makes sense as far as I was thinking about how pepperoni and olives kind of go together, and other things that are pickled.
Yeah.
So that too.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think William's too far. I don't think it's weird. I mean, this is really something that when I taste it, it's like I want to have this with a lot of fresh vegetables. So the avocado on a burger and everything, it makes sense with how this tastes.
Yeah, and the pepperoni's not too bad. I didn't have any more cheese chips, but I was thinking cheese chips might be another good way. Like they make a Parmesan cheese chip, and unfortunately those all got eaten out of my house as well. But those are always interesting because you really don't want them to get too wet because then they lose the crisp. And this might be a good case where the heat is enough. There's so much heat that even like in a little bit, you feel pretty good. You have a good burn out of.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, what do you think? You give it a thumbs up too?
Yeah, I give it a thumbs up. I really like to if you look at the texture, it's like it holds. It's not like water.
It's really not like anything. I came in with kind of a low expectation of this, and it was like I didn't know what to think. I'm like, okay, it's a salsa made with cucumbers, pickles, and it's like I don't know what I was expecting. It's like, okay, I'm going in with an open mind, give it the benefit of the doubt. So, well, I'm glad you guys were able to come along with me on this, get your feedback and everything. It definitely was a lot more fun than just doing these by myself. So I definitely want to thank Abel and William, and I just want to let viewers know. Okay, today I'm going to be wearing probably this I Heart Salsa shirt for the last time because I have ordered new shirts that I designed myself that is basically I Heart Salsa, but the heart is 2 red chili peppers. And the shirts are available in my my YouTube store. On the bottom of this video, you'll see these shirts, and you can actually order one for yourself. So I have men's shirts, I have women's shirts available, and I also have like tank tops and stuff. So if you want like a really cool original designed I Heart Salsa, there you go. So once again, thanks Abel, thanks William, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye, folks.